Hello and welcome to another episode of Vlogmas, penultimate episode. This will go out, I'm hoping it'll go out on Saturday. It might go out on Sunday because I haven't filmed a lot this week. So I finished filming the last Vlogmas episode on Monday or Tuesday morning, and it's now Friday and I filmed nothing. I'm behind on my advent calendars, so we'll open those. I'll let you know how I'm getting on with my projects, and then we'll see what else happens in this episode. But I'm going to open advent calendars up until Saturday. So I hope you enjoyed today's Vlogmas. If you're new here, my name is Anniken. I design knitting patterns. I teach knitting workshops online and in person, and I sell yarn through our website YarnAddict.co.uk. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And you can find links to everyone I'm going to talk about, plus all my links, social media, website, where to get my patterns, Ravelry and PayHip, my online courses, everything in the notes below this video. Let's look at my discrete unicorn advent project first. So I've knitted up to including day 17. It is Friday the 20th today, so we are a little bit behind now. I was out all day yesterday and I was out a lot on Wednesday, so that's why we're a bit behind, but that's up to day 17, so I really like that. And we have 6-7 colours to go, so I would like to try and get this finished by the end of the weekend, or definitely by Monday, so when I film the last bit of Vlogmas on Monday I can show you the completed project. It won't be completely finished because I won't have time to add the lining and handles, but I want to finish all the knitting by Monday morning so I can show you what it looks like, because the last Vlogmas episode will be out on Tuesday. So that was the last colourway. As you can see, I got a lot left, so I need to work out what to do with the rest of this as well. So let's open day 18 of the discrete unicorn. Oh, very pretty. So that was the last one. We're transitioning from, it doesn't look that bright in person, I don't know. It's a tiny bit of sort of light orange and a bit of yellow. So we're transitioning from orange to very bright yellow. Oh god, that doesn't look good. It looks much better. It blows it out a bit on screen. Yeah, I didn't mean to untwist it, it just came apart. So let's just twist it back up again, and then I will wind that when I go downstairs and take my morning break. So I'm hoping to at least knit one colour up this morning on my morning break. Let's do the 19th as well, so that I might be able to wind both of these and knit both of them up during my morning break. Oh, again, that's very similar. Yeah, I'd say it has maybe a little few darker bits. It's not identical, but it is very similar. That's fine. I like yellow. Let's put this in with all my other leftovers. I haven't decided what to do with it yet. I might try and do some swatching this evening. The last few days have just been really busy. All week's been really busy, and I've struggled to work on the projects I want to work on because I've been working on other things. And I do have a deadline project in January, and I need to wind the yarn today, or today really, and knit a swatch today or tomorrow so I can write the pattern on Monday and get that cast on before Christmas. Okay, so let's do For the Love of Yarn. We've got day 18. Day 18. So I haven't spun anymore. I've spun up day 1. I'm going to try and start on day 2 today, this afternoon. Ooh, that's pretty. So the last few days were like green and blue. So we had loads of purples and pinks and a tiny bit of red and stuff at the beginning, and now we're going obviously more blue-greeny colours. I don't think I will spin all the purples and pinks with the blues and greens. I think I'll probably spin them separately, but I don't know yet. I have no idea. No idea what this is going to become. My main goal at the moment is just to get back into spinning properly. I started spinning in my late 30s. I bought and drop spindle at a local fibre show, and an India dyer, can't remember who, showed me how to use it on the stall, because it was quiet when I got to the stall, and it was somebody I knew from an online forum. And she showed me how to use a drop spindle, and then I bought some fibre and the drop spindle, and I really enjoyed it. But drop spindling is not for me. I found it quite awkward. So this was like in August, and at Christmas that year I bought a Ashford traveller wheel for Christmas. I posted on the knitting forums I was a member of that I want to get a spinning wheel, and somebody said, I think there was a website called the Loom Exchange or something, talking probably like 16, 17, 18 years ago now. Apparently there was an Ashford traveller wheel in the part of Cornwall that I live in, and it was actually about 20 minutes drive from where I live. So I rang up, went and tried it, bought it as a Christmas present. I skimmed money for Christmas, I used that and got it, and I really enjoyed it. But then for my 40th birthday, my parents said, what do you want for your 40th? And I knew they would spend quite a bit of money. So I said I'd really like a Major Craft little gem wheel, which at the time I think was around about £500. And they were like, well, we were thinking jewellery. And I said, well, I really want this wheel, and this is how much it costs. So they said, okay. And I went to the same show that I bought my drop spindle from. And I tried the little gem, really liked it, bought it. You can fold it down, which I've only done once. I did take it to a workshop in London once, and I took it on the tube across London in the rush hour. It folds down into a travel bag, but it was still quite big and heavy to carry. And the rest of the time it's just been sitting in my lap. This year I've taken it to my local spinning group twice. I am going to start going properly in January. They only meet once a month, and I've looked at January, February and March, and I can do those 3 months at least. So I'm going to try and become more regular, because I do think that will benefit me, because there's people there I can ask for help and advice, and they do little like lessons most months as well. It's just things that are like once a month are difficult, especially on a Saturday, because we quite often go out and do things on a Saturday. So I haven't got to the point yet where I can like decide that this is what I want to use to finish yarn for and spin to that project. So that's my goal. But at least now I have lots of fibre to practice on. So little off on a little tangent there. Let's do day 19 as well. So I am just twisting them up into like a little bundle and putting a label on it. I don't think the dates really matter, because I don't think I'm going to spin them in day order. I don't know. That's the 18 day 19. So it's a similar blue, but this one has a bit of green in it. This one is just blue and the natural. So I'm just going to braid this up quickly, and then we'll open the others later on. So let's talk about the other projects I'm working on. Let's start with my sweater. I talked about this in my podcast, and I think I've talked about it in Vlogmas on Tuesday as well. But I have done the back to the underarm, and I've done the left front to the bottom of the V-neck shaping. So you can see I got beads all the way down here. Beads are not carrying on, they're stopping now. But I went for a mixture of pink and purple beads. And then last night I picked up for the right front and did by 3 rows. So I think I'm going to start adding beads soon. I want to try this weekend to get this down to the underarm so I can join it in the round, because then there's a lot less thinking involved. Once I get to the underarm, I can join it into a circle. I can just keep knitting till it's long enough, and that's quite easy knitting. And because it's not that big, it's something I can take out and about with me when we go out over Christmas, New Year period. Knit on in the evening if we're watching a film or a drama or anything. I can knit on that and not have to concentrate. So I am going to try and get to the underarm over the weekend, so that will become like an easy project over Christmas and New Year. I'd love to finish it by the end of the year, but I don't think that's going to happen because of this deadline project I need to start working. So when I was working on my daughter's Christmas hat, I had a goal of knitting 5 centimeters a day, and most days I exceeded it. So when I started on Emily's hat, I had the same goal. I have not been very good, so I didn't knit on this hardly. I think I did like 3 centimeters Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, and I didn't do any on Wednesday. So I picked this up yesterday. I was meeting a friend yesterday and I knitted on it while I was with her, so I knitted that much. Let's just measure that and see how much it is. So that is about 5.5 centimeters. At least I got my target in yesterday. Let's measure this and see how far we are from the crown shaping. We are about 5 centimeters from the crown shaping, so I will try and get this up to the crown shaping today and then finish it tomorrow, do the crown shaping tomorrow. And then I need to unpick the crown on this and add a couple of centimeters, try and do that on Saturday, because Simon is nagging me to wrap these up. But I was hoping I would get more done yesterday. I met up with a friend yesterday and I knitted a lot. Obviously when you're chatting you sometimes just pause because you're chatting, and then we also had lunch and things. And she's been knitting for quite a long time, but she's not an experienced knitter. She doesn't knit a lot, especially in recent years. She's not been knitting a lot because there's a lot of personal stuff that's been going on. This is the third time I've seen her this autumn. First time I saw her in, I guess it was October. She started this new project where she had to cast on 400 stitches. It's a shrug thing by Louisa Harding in Louisa Harding's old Louisa Harding branded yarn. The yarn, I don't know what it's called, but it's quite thin and it's got like these bits of tinsel in it and it feels quite hard and scratchy. I don't like it at all, but my friend likes the look of it. So she started casting on. Well, this is a bit of a pain to cast on then. And when I saw her in October, I said, try and finish the cast on before I see you next. Saw her in November when I came back from Norway, so it'd been a month, I guess. She hadn't cast on anymore, so she did a little bit more when I was with her. And I said, try and finish it before I see you next. She hadn't done any. So in the end, I just finished the casting off her because she's so painfully slow. She does a long tail cast on like I do because I taught her that when we first got to know each other years. I can cast on 400 stitches fairly quickly. I timed myself once. I cast on, I think it was like 300 stitches in like 8 minutes. So I guess 400 stitches is about 10-15 minutes if I'm slow, or with the counting and everything. So I finished casting on. That are all active projects at the moment. So today, try and get 5 centimeters done on the hat. Do at least 2 of the colours, preferably 3, on the Advent project, and a bit of my sweater this evening. Let's do day 20 of the Discreet Unicorn. As you can see, I'm filming this just after I filmed the first bit of this video, so I haven't done any knitting because I just filmed the first section, then I'm filming this. I haven't done any knitting yet, but we're still on yellow. This is kind of transitioning, I would say, going more maybe towards the lime direction. It is very bright. It looks better in person than it does on screen. Day 21, which is the day this video goes live, which is tomorrow. So a little bit darker lime. That's 20th, which is actually today, and that's, so it's again not a lot of difference. I feel like there were more difference in some of the earlier skeins than there are in some of these skeins. So to make sure I don't get these muddled up, I'm going to put them back in their bags and then add them to my knitting out today or tomorrow. Hopefully today, so I can show you what they look like. Right, day 20 of For the Love of Yarn. That's a pretty blue. So we're definitely going across blues and greens now. I'm wondering whether the rest of the days will be blues and greens, but that's a beautiful blue. That's my favourite blue so far. I wouldn't mind spinning a whole 100-gram fibre braid in that colour. So let's just braid it up quickly so I can label it and put it away. The main reason I'm labelling it really is so that when I spin it, I can kind of say I'm now spinning day whatever. But also, I'm going to try take a picture of each braid before I spin it, so I can do like before and after. But also, I want to just take a picture of them all together, and then it's easier to have them all labelled up. So let's do day 21. Very similar to day 20, same type of blue. It's just a bit darker and less white. So I really like that. As I said earlier, no idea what to do with this. Oh, there is a little bit kind of hint of purple in this. Colours in this advent have been beautiful. I think there's only one colour I wasn't that keen on because it had quite a bit of orange in it. Okay, so only 3 days to go, and they're all living in my jelly basket. It is Saturday morning, and I thought I'd just film the end of this Vlogmas episode. Let me show you how up to date I am on my knitting. So I got one colour done yesterday. I think I opened 19, 20 and 21 yesterday. So I got one, two, yes, I got one colour done and I'm on the second colour. So this is day 20. And I got one here that I haven't wound up. That's day 21. Okay, so that's day 19. I've knitted that one in, and that's day 20, which I'm working on now, and that's day 21, which I'll try and do later today or this evening. So that's what it's looking like. Love how it looks. After I film this, I'm going to open the final 3 colours for the final Vlogmas episode, but I'm not going to show you that till Tuesday. So I am going to try and finish those 2 colours today. I had hoped yesterday to get more done, but I just wasn't very productive yesterday. And in the evening, when I really want to be working on my grey sweater, which I didn't touch at all yesterday, I thought I've got to get this hat finished because I'm running out of time. Simon's desperate to finish wrapping up presents, and he's only got these 2 hats left to go. And if I can't get the extra length added on this by tomorrow evening, I will have to leave it till after Vanessa's opened it. So I didn't do 5 centimeters yesterday. I did that much. It's 3.5 centimeters yesterday, so not my 5 centimeter target. So I got about a couple of centimeters to go before I can shape the crown. The final Vlogmas episode will be on Tuesday, and then my normal podcast will be on Friday. I've been thinking for a while about moving my podcast to Friday so that I release a video on Tuesday and Friday rather than Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm going to start doing that next week. So from now on, the podcast will be on the Friday, and then from next week, we Vlogmas on Tuesday, and then after that, we'll go back to a normal Tuesday video. Got one that I filmed in November that's scheduled to go out, and then I've got ideas for 2 more videos that I'm going to try and film on Monday. And if there's anything you would like me to talk about in my Tuesday videos, in the New Year tutorials, any knitting topics, any questions you have, leave them in the comments and I will add them to my filming list. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy this final weekend before Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a lovely final days of preparation for Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas and you celebrate other festivities this time of year, let me know what they are. And I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you back here on Tuesday. Thanks for watching.